Hey, Chris.
Hey, John. How are you?
I'm doing good. How about you?
Doing good. Can't complain.
Nobody'd listen if we did anyway. So,
Well, yeah, I'm kind of looking at the numbers, and they're about what they usually are.
well, there you go.
But that's okay.
Yeah,
Good thing we don't do the show for the numbers.
that's right. We don't do the. We're not doing it for the numbers.
We do it for the beer.
We're doing it for the beer
Yes.
and Jason.
Yes. Yes.
Hey, what are we drinking tonight?
Oh, yes.
Clap.
Two.
Two different beers.
Both should be new.
Okay.
One for sure. One I maybe had on an early show when we
Okay.
were doing from separate locations.
Yeah. We did a few of those separate location shows when we were first starting out trying to figure this thing out. Those were kind of hard. I'm not gonna lie to you.
All right.
It was a lot of trying to figure out how the things worked, and then if the things were going to work, and then with my children running in the background. No,
Yes.
no.
And
No,
then
can you see that?
my
No.
my internet connection being unstable, losing audio in my headphones.
Buzzing. It was awesome.
Okay, so
Look at
have
that.
you had this one before?
No.
Oop,
You gotta talk.
Hey, there you go. Yes. So this one I have had, but obviously in the much smaller bottle.
Okay.
Or this is the full pint. So this is a Trappist.
Yeah.
It's a triple.
See the Trappist Tripel on there.
Yeah, it's good. It's good. Yummies.
Very excited.
9.5.
It's nothing. It's
And
okay.
then-
We're snacked up over here with our
Yeah, we are.
chips and cookies.
So another
Wait a minute.
Kentucky. Yes, this one is the ale, not
Okay.
not the cocoa porter.
Not the cocoa porter, just the ale.
So the ale. So go ahead and hand that to you.
Since we're, on opposite sides of the table here.
Yep.
8.2.
8.2. Yeah, this is the third of theirs that we are going
Okay.
to have now because we've had their.
It's the Kentucky Irish Red Ale.
Yes. Yeah, so this one is the ale. Last show we had some of the cocoa porter.
Mm-hmm.
Or no, we didn't. There was a few shows back we had the cocoa porter. And then there was a stout, I believe, of theirs.
Which
see.
chocolate one did we have last week, though?
Oh, that was...
Not last week, 2 weeks ago.
yeah, that was with Jacob. I've slept since then. That's not good.
No, it's fine. We don't have to remember things. That's why the internet exists.
Yes. Okay, I'm trying to... oh, I guess you gotta finish what you're supposed to be typing.
I mean, you can, but you don't have to.
Da, da, da. Yeah, so there's that one. I was trying to find... Yeah, so we are having the L tonight. Tangerine cream. Ooh, no.
Don't.
There's the cocoa porter,
Yeah, had that one.
and there was another one that we've had.
Mm-hmm. Was it the maple barrel?
I don't think
I think we
so.
did have the maple barrel.
Well, everyone we've had has been in a bottle.
Really? Because we had one that looked like that can.
I don't remember the one in a can.
Okay.
This is why we need to create that page.
We
that
really do.
talks about all the ones that we've had. Well, it looks like, yeah, that's the one that we've had. No, not a toast. Was it a toasted stout?
It definitely could
I
have
thought
been.
it was just a regular stout. Anyways, this is the third.
Mm-hmm.
One of these days I'll get around to making a page that actually has a list of everything we've ever done.
I like it.
Someday.
Maybe with some clip art on it. Something to make us look really,
Clip art.
really good, like we're in the 90s.
There you go. With the blink tag.
Mm.
And,
Yes.
Punch the monkey.
And hidden buttons.
Yes.
I know that was my favorite thing.
Yes. So hopefully this one is good. I know. Now I pronounce it Westmalle.
Okay.
I don't know if that's proper.
Well,
But that's how I say
find
it.
out, folks.
So that one is mighty tasty. Maple Barrel.
Westmalle.
Hey, there you go.
Hold on, we gotta slow it down.
Westmalle.
Westmalle, y'all.
Nailed it. It's English, so.
Oh, well.
Oh, I guess in English. It's a brewery in Belgium.
Yes.
It's the Tripel.
The Tripel.
Anyway.
So.
Which one are we drinking first?
Wow.
That was some thunder. I don't know if that came through or not, but.
I sure heard that. I thought it was over. I didn't think we were going to have any more.
Yep.
I guess let's start with the Kentucky.
Absolutely.
Yeah, that's real thunder.
Yeah, it's real thunder. Not fake thunder. Real thunder.
Yeah. Opener.
Okay. This is my second time using it, so
I've got mine.
very, very excited about this opportunity to prove my worth here. Hold on.
Now don't cut my cable.
Mm.
Go for it.
You got to grip higher on the neck. That's what it is. I keep trying to like grip down on the bottle, like up here, and no, other way. With your fingers on the opposite side of it. Turn the bottle around. There you go.
Yes, because that's right. Because he talked about
Yeah.
towards you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But put your higher up. There you go. Like that.
Bam.
It's all about leverage, folks.
Yes, it is. All right.
I may drink this one straight out of the bottle because I'll save
I am for sure.
the mug for
So,
the triple.
Blurbage
Blurbage for the Kentucky Barrel Barrel.
Yeah, gotta go with it. Our Kentucky Bourbon Barrel Ale, affectionately known as the beer of Bourbon County, celebrates the Kentucky Bourbon Trail by upcycling, I don't know about that term, authentic bourbon barrels to age our beer, giving these oak barrels a sustainable second life close to home. Makes me think of the second life of mattresses. If you know, you know.
And if you don't, you have no idea.
It's okay. It's okay. As the beer rests in the charred barrels, subtle yet familiar notes of vanilla and oak are imparted to this strong ale. It is finished at the peak of its beer meets bourbon character. That makes me think of Boy Meets World for some reason.
Beer meets bourbon.
Yes. Showcasing the best of both worlds as a pleasantly smooth yet robust strong ale with classic Kentucky bourbon flavors lingering on the finish. Released initially in 2006. Tasting notes for those who want it: toffee, oak, vanilla, and depending on how you say it, caramel or caramel.
I don't feel like people are weird about
Tomato,
making
potato,
things.
potato.
I will say I'm never going to say tomato. I mean,
No.
except when I say tomato. But like caramel and caramel, I think I'm gonna.
Caramel always makes me think of Mount Carmel.
There you go, because it's actually caramel. It's
Yes.
not caramel.
Or maybe it's Mount Carmel is probably the better way
There
to
you
say
go, caramel.
it. So, all right.
Anyway,
Bottoms
cheers.
up.
Tink. Okay.
Oh, it smells good. Oh, that does. That smells good.
Not bad.
Not bad. And you can tell, I know we don't have it in a glass,
Yeah.
but looking through the bottle, you can see that it's definitely got a little bit of red to it.
Yeah, because it's not completely. I don't know how to say that. Like you can tell when it's got when it's the darker brown.
Yep.
Or when it's black.
Yes.
And this is like a red brown.
Well, for me, it's always the blacker the better.
And sticking my eye into the bottle for science.
That's good.
I can definitely taste the bourbon.
Yes. I like it. It's good. It's fairly smooth. It doesn't hit
Fairly
too
smooth. I would say it's not. It's definitely not as smooth as the stouts. I mean, it shouldn't be, But like it even makes the bourbon taste in it a little more like what you would expect bourbon to taste like.
Yep.
I got a friend who calls it. He thinks bourbon and whiskey are sweet, which is funny to me because I mean, yes, I understand what you're saying, and there is some sweetness to it, but that's not the like. Again, it's on like the side of the tongue.
Yeah.
And it makes it I don't know. There's just a very bourbon taste on the side of the tongue, which is funny. One of these days, somebody's going to explain that to me.
I get a hint of the vanilla.
Mm-hmm.
Not so much the caramel, a little bit maybe of toffee.
I don't know that I'm getting caramel at all, but maybe that's just caramel.
Caramel. Yikes. But it's good. I like it. They are doing far better than North Coast.
Yeah.
North Coast is one beer away from your scratched.
Yeah, not really a thing, but Kentucky over here.
They're knocking it out of the park. It's pretty good.
Since 1999. Why does that not seem like that long ago?
I don't want to talk about how far back that was.
Mm-hmm.
All right. ASMR segment. I'm trying to hide that thunder in the background.
Seriously, Jason, can you hear the thunder?
It's bad we're having a show and we're basically talking to the one guy that we know that listens.
It's like Jason's our producer. He's actually in the other room right now listening.
There you go. Yes, our one whole producer that we do the show for.
He's the only one paying us for this.
Well, that's true.
So he is kind of an executive producer.
That's true. You can put that on his resume.
Bro, these kettle chips are... Mm-hmm.
Mrs. Vicky is good, man.
I like it.
I'm taking a peek here to see what we got coming our way.
Because in terms of weather?
In terms of weather, yeah. Because earlier, when I was going to pick my daughter up around 4:30, they were like, it's coming, get ready. Mm-hmm. And then it fizzled out.
Everybody hid their cars under the
few covered parking.
Yeah, covered parking areas. And I was like, what are y'all doing?
So right now it looks like it's going to be, the worst is going to be south of us. I think we'll be okay.
I mean, I hear the rain.
I definitely hear the rain. So we might get a little scratch of some of the heavier, but...
Good news is we're not doing this show live.
No, we're not.
Because that wouldn't work.
No, that'd be bad.
Yikes.
That would be bad.
Man, I am feeling old, bro, because I've got had a migraine today. I don't know if you have migraines.
Fortunately, I don't have that.
So I started off by having ocular migraines. I didn't used to have, I'd have headaches every once in a while, but not anything really terrible. I remember one time when I was a kid, I was, my head was hurting so bad. I felt so bad that I couldn't even, it was one of the only times that I just stayed at home and my friends were out playing and they came up to the door and were like, hey, can Johnny play? And I went out because I was like, I'm not going to, they never come ask. I always am the one that goes and asks.
Yeah.
So they came and asked and I was like, I've got to go out. So I went out and I remember driving my bike, down we had a pretty slanted driveway. And at the bottom, you could pull off into the grass. And if you hit the curb right, it was this cool little jump. And I always did that. And I remember, I hit that curb and my brain exploded. And I was like, oh, I don't think I'm staying out here. It was so bad. And it, all that jostling or whatever. And it wasn't I do that every day. But just did not want to be awake at all. And didn't really have problems with headaches or anything like that. But then in college, I started having these ocular migraines, which is really weird because you don't you don't like if you don't know what's going on, you're like, I'm going blind. Because all of a sudden in the middle of your vision, there's like, like, I don't know if this happens to you, but like when you close your eyes, you can see little floaties. It's almost,
sometimes.
Yeah, to me, whenever I close my eyes, it's black, but then there are like little, it's almost like the screen. Sorry, this is so bad. The screen of my eyes have some of the burn in, like, so there's like, because there's a bright light up here when I close my eyes. There's kind of this fuzzy, almost like glowy thing that's still there, and it's almost like there's these little wiggly, whatever. Anyway. I don't know if anybody else experiences this or I'm just crazy, but that's like when you're having an ocular migraine, that shows up in your vision and all of a sudden you can't see the middle of your vision, and then it like gets bigger and then either goes off to the side or whatever, finally goes away. It was freaking me out one day because like the first time it happened, I was in college and I put my hand up on my door to like push my door open to go into my apartment, and I couldn't see my hand.
Oh.
And I was like, wow, that's weird. And so I took a nap and it was fine. It's just what you do in college. You're like,
what they put in that beer?
I'm going to go to sleep. We'll see what happens. And then it happened after college a few times. And one time I was going to a band rehearsal and at a church, and I just when I finally got there, because I was a little bit scared because I was driving and it started and I couldn't see the license plate in front of me.
Ooh.
And by the time I got to the church, I couldn't see the like car in front of me. So I would have to like look. It was always in the center of my vision. So if I looked to the side, I could see, something. And I got to the church and I was like, I don't know if I can drive home. And they were like, what's going on? I was like, I feel like something weird is going on with my vision. They're like, good news. We have an eye doctor at the church. And I told him, he was like, oh, that's just an ocular migraine. Drink a Dr. Pepper. And I was like, you don't have to tell me twice.
Thank you, Doc.
And then later on they would, I'd have an ocular migraine and then they'd turn into full-blown migraines where your head is like splitting and you can't look at light.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, I had one of those today, and it just, nothing makes you feel quite as old as having something like that where you're like, I need to lay down. Don't ask me why. I didn't do anything strenuous. Like, everything's fine, but my body is not cooperating.
You need that siesta.
I did. I need a siesta. I need a constant siesta, evidently.
Yeah, I've been fortunate. I've had, well, that probably sounds weird to say it that way. I've been fortunate that I haven't had migraines. I've had a run-of-the-mill headache, but I've never had a migraine. Michelle has had them, and they can be pretty debilitating.
I remember when my sister first told me that she had a migraine, I was like, it's just like a bad headache, right? Like, calm down. And I had one, I was like, okay, it's different. I agree it's different.
Yep.
But I laid down today and like I was on like a shorter couch and had my head kind of propped up, and now I've got a big kink in my neck. I'm like, I'm hurting because I laid down funny.
That's a real thing.
Getting old.
Yeah.
Not ready for it. Come on, beer, do your magic.
Loosen him up. I think it's crazy that the doctor told you to basically have a soda.
Yeah. A lot of times, even for migraines, like caffeine is helpful. I mean, you do probably want to take some sort of pain reliever. But it was funny with the ocular migraines, you don't, I never felt pain. Like it wasn't even uncomfortable. It was just, why can't I see part of my...
Yes.
This is... Something is going really wrong.
Am I having a stroke?
I mean, honestly, I was in my 20s then, so I was not thinking stroke, but...
Still happens.
Still happens. This show brought to you by Miss Vicky's.
In Kentucky Bourbon Barrel.
And Kentucky Bourbon Barrel. Hey, what do you want to talk about?
Well, let's start with the safe one. And then we'll see where the other one goes.
Awesome.
You had a win this week with software at the church.
I did.
Let's talk about that.
Man, okay. So we did a conversion from on-premise to, they call it on-demand, which I thought was funny. Like they're in cloud. Did you notice that? So Time Clock is really cleverly named Time Clock for, clocking in and out of work for our part-time employees who are hourly. And we've had an on-premise solution for this for a decade or more. Because, who wants to buy that and then keep buying it? It just seems like the kind of thing that should...
Set it and forget it.
Yeah, like this, it's not difficult. They used to do this with a literal clock and a punch. Like, should not be that hard. So, there's some nuance to it now, but by the way that we're using it is basically the same thing. Well, they gave us a warning that our system was not going to, or our on-premise solution was not going to be supported anymore. A few years ago, I feel like it was 3 years ago.
Seems right.
And then we were like, yeah, but I think it's probably fine. Again, how much can go wrong with this? Well, when you're integrating with a general ledger software and that software updates and you got some weird that doesn't look right, and we just ran it, let's run it again and see if the problem rectifies itself or if we're really in trouble here. We had a couple scares like that over the last 2 years, enough where I was like, you know what, it's just not worth it. Like I'm gonna go ahead and, it's not a ton of money, I'm gonna pay them monthly and we're gonna have a solution. And honestly, the huge majority of it, not huge majority of it, but the other big bonus of it that was a little bit selfish was now I don't have to set up VPNs for people who need to clock in to work for the church that aren't at the church.
Correct.
Because that's just annoying. And not setting up the VPN, because that's not hard, but setting up the VPN and then troubleshooting with people that just don't realize they skipped a step.
Yeah.
So it's not working. It really is working. I promise. Like I'm actually doing it right now. It's working, but it's not working for me. Have you tried turning it off and on again? Or
Did you follow all the steps?
Can you see your internet? Well, I thought you said I didn't have to have internet. Nobody said you didn't have to have internet. Well, you said I was going to connect to the church. Well, the Wi-Fi doesn't reach you where you are.
Correct. That is a classic. I don't know how many times I've heard somebody say, well, I'm using the VPN. Why do I need internet? It's like, okay, let's take a step back. Now I know where our division is, and let's close the gap.
You've seen the like workout video? You haven't. That's fine. The workout videos, the like
Are
reels.
you saying I'm fat?
No, I'm what? No, they're just niche on like reels on, whatever.
Oh,
social media.
Social media. I
Yeah,
don't have it.
that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Not workout.
Yeah.
I'm saying social media. Anyway, they've got these ones where it's like, somebody's telling somebody else what to do and they're just not doing it right. And I say workout because the ones that are funniest to me are people like in workout machines that like don't know, like they're not. Anyway, and not that I could. That's just funny because anyway, what am I? And so they're like, no, like this. Now remember to keep like this, and then they go, okay, is it okay for me to put my hands on you? And the person's like, yeah. And they just slap them.
Nice.
Like, oh, I'm gonna show you how to do this. Is it okay for me to touch you right now? Yes. Whack.
Leave the gym. Don't
leave
come
the
back.
gym.
Nice.
But yeah, that's what it feels like. Is it okay for me to touch you right now? Is it okay for me to touch your computer right now? Because I'm just going to take it away from you.
Yes.
You don't deserve this.
Your computer privileges are revoked.
Wanted to do that before. Yeah, but so we were doing this switch over, and honestly, I wanted to. We had a funny moment because you were going to take off work and come help, and very gracious of you. And we had done what we were supposed to. Talk to the salesman, made sure that we were like, we're gonna get this done. Finally, get the technician scheduled because we were like, we really need to get this done on Friday. Told the salesman, he's like, yeah, just make sure you get us this by this date. Got it done. Set the thing for Friday. Friday, start the call with the technician. Tell him what's going on, and he's like, oh no, this takes multiple days. Like we have to, like our team has to be involved and they have to move things over and everything like that. And I was like, I should have seen it coming. I don't know why I keep getting sucker punched by the same talk to the salesman, then talk to the technician excitement. But that part wasn't fun. And then, coordinating our schedules after that wasn't really fun. But basically we did 2 uploads, imports with looking at it in between. Everything looked good. So far, everything's working fine. And even I did a training call with one of our staff members who's on that a lot. And everything, it's like a nicer UI, but all the menus are the same.
Sure.
Just, it looks nicer. Other than that, it works exactly the same, which is really great because there's not many times where you do a system conversion or update or whatever that you have just 0 issues. But
yep.
I mean, come to think of it, we didn't have 0 issues, but the issues that we had were so minimal that it feels like 0.
Correct.
But
well, the huge win there too is you're no longer dependent upon aging server hardware. And like you said, nobody has to be tied to a location in order to use it or a VPN.
Yeah, that's the other side of this.
You've got the freedom to move around. And then I do have to say, you kept saying conversion, and what popped into my head every time was conversion therapy.
Yeah, maybe not conversion therapy, but
no. Nope.
There wasn't much therapeutic about it.
Well, it's a huge win. Kaboom, baby.
I mean, that's not joking around.
No. And it's sticking around a lot longer than the map said it should have. Periods of rain, some heavy, for at least 60 minutes. That's not what you said a while ago. Well, my map won't load, but that's okay. So, yeah, but no, that's huge. I was glad to see that one happen. We've been trying to push for that for quite a while. I understand early on there was a little bit of hesitation for the cost, especially when you were essentially paying nothing. Why would you suddenly start paying something?
Right.
So, and you've got to kind of push through that and kind of get people past the cost and to realize that, hey, no, this end of life, end of support, this hardware is getting long in the tooth. It's not going to be around for much longer. And we've got to try to figure out, can we move everything and get it going, because we have no support for it as well.
Mm-hmm.
So if we get new hardware and we try to do the install and it goes wrong, we're on our own. So to be able to eliminate all of that is a huge win and a huge lift off your shoulders.
Yeah. And like you said, the server aging was more of a problem than I expected it to be. I thought we'd have longer life out of those servers, which it's not like they were brand new or anything. But I think that I was expecting them to last a little bit longer in terms of oomph. But
yeah. So, well, I'm almost through this bottle. Where are you?
Close. I could get there. Give me a second.
Okay. Because I guess we could try to transition to the potentially risky subject. And I'd ask, and you gave me prior approval for this one, because this one is going to dip a little political. I know we try to avoid that on the show. But I feel like they've kind of waded into our territory.
They have.
Let me get some stuff pulled up here real quick. So, yeah, FCC is basically going to try to make it to where you can't buy a router unless it's all American made. If you've ever, most people, they hear router, they think, oh, I'm going to Best Buy. Okay. There's nothing wrong with that for you at home.
Have at it.
But yeah, I challenge you to go grab a box and find a box that actually says made in America. And it's even still hard to find one that says assembled in America. So it's quite interesting what they're trying to do. And I get what they're claiming. A lot of these chips are Chinese made. Potential for backdoors in there, that these things could be used for nefarious ways and you don't know it. So
it's not unfounded.
No, absolutely not. Not unfounded.
It's just,
I get it. But it's kind of hard to make that decision when you don't really have an alternative.
Feels like some other decisions that are being made.
Correct. It's like you should have made some other decisions before you made this one, because you can say, as of this date, you can't buy it, and you're no longer going to get updates because it's considered illegal, technically. But if you're not giving people an alternative, you've really kind of created a bit of a mess. So I've been trying to look for somebody who claims to be American made, and it's really kind of not there. And they're still trying to figure out some of the details on this. It's not all 100%. But I look at even companies like Unify and I go, not made in America. Now, you could probably argue that what you're buying from them is not a router per se, but it's all going to come down to how the FCC defines that. So, and you know that people like Cisco and Juniper and the bigger players are obviously going to have their fingers in it, so to speak, because they don't make their stuff here either. And they do make true routers, which is what they seem to be going after. So it's like, okay, how are we going to define this? How's it going to work? How's it going to impact? And the idea that they would be able to say, you may have it, but you can't get any updates anymore. Like, well, how is that helping anybody if you can't get an update?
Right.
If there is a potential exploit not that it was China trying to do it, but this software is made by humans.
Right.
There's going to be bugs and flaws.
Yep.
And you're going to say, hey, you can't patch it, you can't fix it.
Makes
so
it
somebody
less
can now
safe.
exploit it and actually use it for nefarious reasons.
Not good.
What are we trying to achieve here? So I'm watching this one pretty close to see how it's going to go, because it has the potential to go far beyond what we use at home. And this kind of gets into we have people making decisions and they just don't know what they're doing. And they need to be talking to people who actually know and understand. You know, I don't know where they're getting their information and where they're getting their guidance from, but they're not getting it from good people. It just feels like you're just making decisions in the dark. You're throwing something at the wall and seeing what sticks.
Yeah.
And everything has got to be China, 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 China. And I'm like, I'm not trying to, carry water for the Chinese in any way, but at some point you're crying wolf here. And you keep doing it, and it's just not going to have the weight behind it that it needs when there actually really is a real need to be screaming, hey, don't buy that Chinese equipment.
Yeah.
So I'm concerned about that too.
Yeah, but we'll be able to follow along, I guess, and see what actually is the fallout from this, because there's been plenty of times where it's like, you can't buy that light bulb anymore. Okay, well,
Thanks, Al Gore.
well, we'll see in a little bit.
You sold me on a bunch of mercury bombs.
So fun.
Yes. Sadly, I have to admit that I kind of got suckered in on that one and actually thought, okay, that makes sense. And then you get on the other side of it and you're kind of like, oh, wait, what? There's what in this light bulb? How many of those have I accidentally dropped in my house? Well, that's not good. So, the other thing that could come from this too, and again, still being figured out, is this going to stop some of the custom router firmware? Because if they're going to start potentially declaring hardware illegal, so they're going to say it doesn't matter what software you're running on it. The thing that we're concerned about is in the physical hardware. It's not in the software or in the firmware. So I know initially I looked at it, I'm like, well, you can always just throw some open source firmware on it, assuming that it was supported, and you can continue to squeeze some life out of that hardware, because not everybody's always wanting to upgrade their hardware like some of us that are junkies. We have gear acquisition syndrome.
Yeah,
So, I look at my unified gear at home and I'm going, it's just fine. But dadgummit, I want to play around with the Fortress. I don't need it. It's extreme overkill for my home, but I'd sure love to have one in my rack and be able to play around with it and see how far can you push it. But then I go, well, you also don't have a big enough internet pipe to even attempt to push a Fortress in any way. Because if you've got a Fortress and the best you can do is, I think I'm getting my 512 down, I think, and I'm like 30 up. And if I had a Fortress, it's going to be just kind of like, let me know when you want to do something, guys.
Yeah, I'm not touching that.
So, but yeah, so I'm kind of curious to see where this goes.
Yeah.
And you've got crazies on both sides. 'Cause everybody in some way wants to jump on the
hypervigilant.
Yeah.
And then on the same side as the hypervigilant are the people that have no idea what they're talking about, but are talking to the hypervigilant.
Correct.
And those guys are the really dangerous ones, in my opinion, because it's like, that's not how that. No, you're not. That's not a... What are you... Stop making laws.
Yeah, stop it. Just stop it. All right. You ready for the next one?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so it doesn't. Oh, it didn't want to open like the other bottle.
It's because it's so big.
Maybe. It goes so far and then it stops.
Yeah, I don't know what you did.
I don't know what I did either. Let me see if I've got the other
We're
opener.
going to use the big opener for that.
Yeah, I don't think I brought my keys that have it. Oh, I don't have that one.
My kingdom for an opener.
Or did I? Nope.
Is our
Yeah, did you?
It's right there next to you. Still in the box, baby.
That shows you how much you cared.
I care. I just feel weird about hanging it in the building.
Yeah, you can take it home.
Yeah, you're right.
You got a metal grill, right?
I do have a metal grill.
There you go.
2 metal grills.
Ooh, fancy.
I mean, I don't know. Like we weren't recording whenever you gave this to me.
Dragon's Milk
Yep, had to keep the dragon's milk on there.
and Founders. That was a good show.
Mm-hmm.
Dragon's Milk and Founders.
Not too shabby. You got to show everybody. This is what it looks like.
Oh. There you go. It's rubbed off, but there was a message.
Beer and gear.
Yeah. Beer and Gear established 2023. And then it says, love you, brother, at the bottom.
There you
All right.
go. We're gonna get this bottle open one way or the other. Listen,
It goes
it's
right
happy.
there.
Yep, you're perfect.
Yeah. But it's not.
Yeah, this bottle doesn't want to be drunk.
No, it does not. I know how to open a bottle.
I'm
know how to
I'm not
open
gonna
a
reach
bottle.
across this table, but I'm about to reach across this table.
It gets a hold of it, and then it just lets.
Let's go. Hey, nailed it.
And the magnet
And it caught it.
worked. That's what you want. That's what you want.
Love
Hello,
it.
Mike. Sorry, Mike. Oh, so good. Yeah, I'll pour yours first. No comment. That's foamy.
Wow. Okay.
You want a little more?
We'll see how much beer that is here in
Yeah.
a second.
Gotta admit, I didn't remember it being that color.
This is looking pretty blonde, Chris.
It is.
Smelling a little soapy.
Maybe.
I'm just saying.
Mine came out fairly frothy too. I left some in the bottle just in case.
Just in case.
Now we've had a triple before,
Yeah,
and
definitely.
if I remember correctly, there was one of them that you said something basically like, "I don't think you're going to like this,"
Interesting.
or maybe that was one of the quads. I think it was a triple. I know we haven't done a million shows, but we've done enough now where it's getting hard to keep it straight in my head. We need our own little AI bot.
We really do.
Ay.
Just put our shows in and be like, listen, what have we had?
Yes. All right.
Stick my finger in it.
Sometimes that works.
Sometimes it does.
Sometimes it does. Sometimes it
This
doesn't.
is going to be all over my beard. Just laying it out there.
Lots of bubblage.
It's going to happen.
Yeah, lots of bubblage. Kind of like in a Guinness. Especially when you've had a Guinness off the tap.
Mm-hmm.
One of these days I'm going to get over there and I'm going to have Guinness at the factory. The freshest of the fresh. As I stare like an idiot into my glass. All right, you ready?
Cheers.
Cheers.
Clink.
Yep. There's a little there was a little bit of twang.
Yeah.
I don't think I can call it fruity. Let's see what they actually have to say. Because I did pull it up. Westmalle Tripel, or Tripel as I like to say, is a clear yellow golden Trappist beer containing 9.5% alcohol. Thank you. The slow brewing process and secondary fermentation in the bottle produce a complex beer that has a fruity aroma. Ripe banana, maybe. And a lovely...
I get a little banana.
Yeah. Nuanced hop nose. Soft and creamy.
No.
No. With its bitter note, I got some of that. Carried by the fruit aroma, maybe. Is full of finesse and elegance. Also enjoy the deliciously long, dry finish. I would agree with that. Beer connoisseurs call Westmalle Tripel the mother of all tripels. It probably isn't pronounced that way, but I'm going to stick with it. As the first tripel ever was brewed inside our abbey walls in 1934. There you go. Our Trappist beer carries the International Authentic Trappist product label. Read what this means. Click here. It just means it passes the... Oh! Do you have that going out to people?
Triple.
I clicked here.
Oh, yeah. What a bummer.
Uh-oh. Certificate is invalid.
I'm going to take that off the screen.
Oopsies. That's what happens when you have monks running your site.
Mm-hmm.
Tripel.
The account which is hosting this domain has been temporarily disabled. Uh-oh. If you're the owner of this account, please check your email. Wah, wah. So, this is not my normal go-to, but I do like it.
It looks like it's just triple.
But Tripel sounds so much more fancy.
I mean, it's very fancy, Chris. You are sounding very French right now. I don't know if that's a compliment or not, but
Although, yeah, I'm looking at this picture. This picture may be worth putting back up real quick, because you've got the normal bottle, which is what I've had, and their chalice, and what looks like butter on a plate. I know it's probably not
cubes of butter. I mean, maybe that's cheese, but I'm with you. It kind of looks like butter.
It probably is cheese, but boy, does it look like chunks of butter. And I'm like, oh, y'all are speaking my language. I love me some butter.
I'm not going to hate on either butter or cheese. Like either one of those is going to be fine.
No. Now you got me wanting to sound like the French guy going, butter. Butter makes everything butter. Did I say butter makes everything butter?
So you've seen the my kids saw the Steve Martin Pink Panther not too long ago, and they keep saying the hamburger.
Hamburger.
I would like Euli. I would like Euli to buy a hamburger.
Hamburger.
To buy a hamburger.
Yes. Oh, wow. Where does this stuff come from? You talk about buy a hamburger, and what comes to mind, and I can't think of the name of the character, but the old
Wimpy.
Wimpy. Yeah, there you go, Wimpy.
I would gladly pay you Tuesday for a hamburger.
For a hamburger today, yes.
I mean, yeah.
Yes. Oh, Popeye.
Oh, gosh.
That just randomly just got yanked out of the back of my head.
I remember thinking, what a crock. Spinach? Really? Spinach is going to... All right.
There was probably something there to do with the spinach lobby.
Most of the time it was spinach out of a can.
Yes. Now, I will tell you what it did do as a kid. It convinced me that the only good spinach was Popeye spinach that my mom bought at the grocery store.
Interesting.
And I
was still
eat
convinced
that stuff.
that spinach was horrible because it tasted horrible.
And it wasn't good by any means, but because it was Popeye spinach, it's like, I can eat this, and I would eat it.
I just, like, as a kid, and it has remained today, like, I'm not going to get excited about eating a plant ever.
Fair?
Like, it's not like it, I'll do it because I'm told I'm supposed to.
Well, now, if you put a sufficient enough amount of meat on that plant.
Sure, yeah, then you can kind of, ram it through as,
Because like when we go to Nukes,
just like butter.
Butter.
You can put a lot of butter on.
Butter makes everything. It's like bacon. It just
Lori
makes
does
everything
like
better.
Butter and like pepper, and then I think it's pepper, like salt and pepper, and then she broils broccoli.
Now, broccoli is a controversial vegetable with a lot of people too.
Why?
They're like, I'm not eating that crap. I like broccoli personally.
All right, I can stand broccoli. It's probably because when I first started eating broccoli, it was just raw broccoli with ranch. And you eat
ranch covers a lot.
Like you eat the tree. You don't eat the
don't
trunk.
Eat the stem,
like don't eat the trunk. Just that top part of the tree. You dip it in the ranch and then you take a bite out of that. And I was like, yeah, that's fine. Mostly I just taste ranch.
Yep. My mom used to cover it in cheese.
Throw the stump away.
Yeah, she would do broccoli, cauliflower, and carrots, and then smother it in cheese to get us to eat our vegetables.
Cheese also a good way. That's how or not cheese. Ketchup is how I started eating. I know I was a kid, okay, but ketchup is how I started eating French fries.
How could you not eat French fries?
Not French fries. Sorry, French fries. Of course, French fries with
Every
ketchup.
kid eats French fries.
No.
Please don't say mac and cheese.
Green beans.
Ketchup and green beans?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's disgusting.
Well, I liked ketchup, and I didn't
I like
green
ketchup
beans.
too, but I'm not putting it on my green beans.
No, it's not like I would like pour it on it. It was always like we would have.
You were dipping it like a French fry?
Roast beef, and understand if the roast beef is not like really nice, like good, well cooked, like not well cooked, like well done, but like.
I hope your mom's not listening. I know she's not. You're safe.
It was sometimes, and sometimes like you don't need anything on it, but especially as a kid, if you're eating dry roast beef, ketchup is helpful.
Sure.
And so it'd be like roast beef and ketchup, and then the green beans would be like next to it. And so something about like with the ketchup getting on some of the green beans, and then you eat them and you're like, you know what, that wasn't as bad because mostly I taste the ketchup.
The worst to me is people who put ketchup on mac and cheese.
Yeah, I'm not doing that.
It smells so horrible. Oh, it's disgusting. Just don't do it, folks.
No, that one doesn't make sense to me because who doesn't like mac and cheese?
Oh, I love mac and cheese, but not mac and cheese with ketchup on it.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
now,
who's using the ketchup to try to eat the mac and cheese?
I understand it mixes in my stomach, and that's fine.
Yeah, there's plenty of things that mix in my stomach that I don't want mixing in my mouth.
Exactly.
But also, you know, when you're a kid, you get like, we do like the suicide drinks.
Yes.
And we do like,
yes.
You would do like all of the condiments on the lunch tray. Like you'd just take all of the condiments and mix them all
it all
together.
together, yes.
And so you had like mayonnaise, mustard, ketchup thing, and you would be like, "Oh, it tastes so good," and you're like, "No, it doesn't.
No.
Don't do that." But you're in elementary school.
Well, that's what a lot of people do on the burgers, though. They'll put all three on it and go.
That's bad.
Yeah, I think ketchup and mayo.
Special sauce.
I think ketchup and mayo is a good blend, but when you throw in mustard, it gets a little weird. That's just me, though.
My kids think throwing in mustard makes it weird no matter what it is, but...
Well, mustard was definitely an acquired taste for me.
Yeah. I would say I didn't really like it until I was older, and now I'm like, that's good. Corn dog with mustard on it.
Well, I don't know that I'm at the level even now where I go, that's good. I can eat it and go, okay.
Yeah, no, I'm definitely in the, like, if I'm eating a corn dog, I really want mustard with it because something about it, especially if it's, okay, so like... Are
you hungry, John?
We were talking about
routers and
political
stuff.
But now we're talking about
food.
Our favorite corn dogs. And I would just say, like, the Sonic corn dogs are really good, man.
They are.
Like, State Fair of Texas corn dogs, they're the top of the list.
Yes.
But, like, because you can't get it all the time, the Sonic corn dog, and I'm not talking about, like, the box of State Fair. Lori likes the box, like the frozen.
Oh, State Fair brand.
It's called, like, State Fair brand.
Yeah.
That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about actual like
fair food.
Foot-long State Fair of Texas.
Yeah.
Like
carny
corn
food,
dog.
as they
Carny
say.
food. Yes, it's a foot long because they pierce 2 hot dogs. And then they.
Yeah.
But like the Sonic corn dogs are like their cornbread and whatever over the top of it is a little sweet, and it's so good.
Have you bought one of those lately? Just out of curiosity.
A corn dog at Sonic?
Yes.
Yeah, I do it pretty regularly.
$2.
Yeah, no, that's not fun.
It's like, inflation, how I hate you.
But if you go during happy hour, then your drink isn't expensive and it makes it feel better.
It kind of offsets. Yes. What you've got. John, that means you're getting old.
All right.
So I thought you were going to say you got to wait for Corn Dog Day and get them for 75 cents.
No, Corn Dog Day is legit, and
you just got to fight the rest of the world.
75 cents on Corn Dog Day?
It was last year. Who knows what it's going to be this year?
I think it might be $1.
It might be. It might be. So what is your opinion of Westmalle?
It's good.
It doesn't have the soap flavor, in my opinion.
No, I would say I'm at least going to say that it doesn't have like a strong soap flavor.
Correct.
It's not the first thing that pops into my head whenever I drink it, and it's definitely not what lasts on it.
Correct.
It's still, I mean, like it. It's interesting. I feel like I could blind taste it and be like, no, that's a blonde.
Yeah.
And that's, it's just not my favorite.
That's okay. Blondes aren't my favorite either.
But hey, thank you, monks, for doing
yes.
God's work.
So do you want what's left, or if not, I'm going to take it.
Yeah, you go ahead. That reminds me, I was going to try to find this.
Never quit on a beer.
Nick Offerman wrote a song on his I think he like built this ukulele, like made this ukulele and then wrote a song on it, and it was hilarious. So I'm going to try to find the thing. Talk amongst yourselves.
Are you going to play copyrighted material in the middle of the show?
So small, Chris. It is so short.
You always put the copyrighted material at the end, so when you get the takedown, it's easy to cut.
Okay. So this is the end of the show. I actually don't know where that would be. Like, who would I have sent that to?
Can confirm that your finger does not cut down the foam on the beer. It does cut down foam on sweet tea, though.
Mm-hmm.
That beautiful chain reaction on all those bubbles
Mm-hmm.
burst, and you're left with that sugary tea goodness. Tea's good, man.
I have no idea what you just said because I'm not drinking tea.
No, but
Water.
we've all had tea.
No, dirt water.
Dirt water.
I mean, what did
Is that
Ted
what you call?
Lasso
Is
say?
that what you call tea?
Dirty water?
Dirty water?
Yeah, just dirty water.
Oh no. I may be from the north, but at least I can appreciate tea.
Mm-mm. The only thing good about tea is sweet tea, and that's because it has like an overpowering amount of sugar in it.
Oh, I can drink it unsweet. All the tea drinkers of the world, especially those in the British colonies,
Mhm.
are saying shame, shame, shame.
Yeah, you're in the British colonies. Sorry about you.
Yeah.
There's a lot of reasons to be upset there.
Absolutely.
A ukulele song?
Yes, please.
Whiskey, you were sent from heaven above, and Ben Franklin said that beer is proof of God's love. But too much of either will earn me a shove from my wife, whom I'd like to stay the husband of. I love beer and whiskey, perhaps a bit too much. Given the chance, I'd fall off a bar stool daily to keep me out of the pub and also out of Dutch. I make things like the soprano ukulele.
Nice. Nice.
Anyway, if we get a cease and desist, I'm sorry, but that was pretty funny.
Well, the odds of us getting a cease and desist are pretty low.
Pretty low. He's not like looking for us to stop,
At best, it's going to take somebody with a decently made machine learning model. I'm not calling it 2 letters. It's not.
Whatever
machine
you
learning
say.
model that could detect a known copyrighted material. There you go. I'm going to stand my ground and I'm going to fight. I know I said it earlier in the show. It's a faux pas on my part. But I'm not going to call it by 2 letters. It's machine learning. With a neural network.
I don't know that it's a faux pas.
Oh, if you're calling it the 2 letters,
That's a faux pas?
especially if you know what it is.
Mm-hmm.
If you don't know, okay, fine, I can forgive you. But if you know and you still call it that, shame on you.
Mm-hmm.
Call it what it is.
Yeah. Yeah, that's all I got.
Oh, yes. Thank you. Thank you, monks.
You got a boost over there for us?
I do. Pull back up the Albie.
Albie.
A boost amount of... Is that right? No, yeah, that's right. 111 sats. We got to keep
111.
110.
Thanks, man.
Yes. From the man himself, Jason Court.
Jason Court.
This is the Jason Court segment. For our last show, Good Beers and Top Golf AI.
Pretty great.
Yes. I'm holding the big boost for when Kris tries the apple beer.
Oh. That's dirty.
So he's throwing down the gauntlet.
Yeah, he's saying that was 111. We can do better.
Yes. So, I guess the gauntlet has been thrown down, and he's going to test the limits of never quit on a beer.
Yeah, he is. That's sad.
So
it did remind me last weekend I had to I drove to one of Lori's families, like her one of her family members' house to pick up a piece of furniture, and he had a refrigerator in his bedroom that was full of Reds. What is it? Apple cider, whatever.
Yeah, apple cider.
And I was like, "Oh, are we gonna call that beer?"
No.
He's like, "That's my beer fridge." I was like,
No. If it's cider, it's not beer. It's a completely different product.
Not sure we're calling that beer, bud.
Nope.
It may be where the beer is supposed to go, but that's not what's in it right now.
Correct.
But it did really make me want a refrigerator in my bedroom.
Not a bad thing to have, especially if you can stock it full of beer.
That's what I'm saying.
That's what our garage refrigerator. No, I know that's a privilege.
It is a
I
privilege.
admit it. But yeah, when you open it up, everything on the door is currently either mine or Garrett's, and it's beers of various varieties.
What's Garrett drinking these days?
He has got into what's that one that he really likes? He likes Ziegenbach.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah, it's not a bad one to.
Yeah.
And now he really likes the Jeremiah Red.
Yeah.
And BJ's, and so every now and then he'll swing by and grab a 6-pack from them.
It is good.
He did the Kentucky Bourbon Barrel Cocoa Porter, but he swears he couldn't taste the chocolate. I'm like, how could you not?
I don't what?
I mean, you pop the top,
and you smell chocolate.
It's basically Nesquik in your nose.
Yeah, I don't know that he's got his.
I don't think he has a good palate. It's not developed yet.
That's rough. That's a rough one.
Yes.
I mean, I feel like even if you don't like it, you got to admit it tastes like chocolate.
Yes. Yes.
That's weird.
So.
Sorry, Garrett. That's not good,
he's
man.
21. He needs time.
Yeah,
he's got to develop the palate muscle.
Palate muscle. Yeah. Anyway. Hey, man, thanks for hanging out.
Enjoyed it as always.
Always.
Yep. See you, everybody.
See ya.
I have an appointment with Anywhere But Here.